or something.
It's like a DRS glitch. Whoever's in front always gets.
Dice got the DRS die
I
then.
got DRS on the X.
It's Fortnite, probably.
Who are we missing then? Leon, Benji, Squix, Liam, Boki, George, Guesty, Bill, Carl, Harley, Jake, and Robiaki.
Also, Siva, who's gonna replace Kings in FF1? Because, you know, he retired.
I'll be announcing that later today.
Is it someone that was in FF2 last season?
Maybe.
Ah, he's gatekeeping.
Shortcut. I'm gonna get trying to face the shortcut.
By the way, I need a city name from Bulgaria for my new track.
Sofia.
Yeah, that's just too basic.
Look on Google Maps. Look at big cities. No, like villages and stuff.
I just look up for a mountain village.
Yeah. You could do the Pyrenees, like in Spain area.
And also, Siva, should I make that elevation map like that needs to brake but high speed, or just simply flat out with a little bit of handbrake?
I would probably do flat out with handbrake.
Aww. With high speed with braking is more fun. Lap times will probably around 50 seconds.
Depends what type of track.
Well, wait, hold on. It's kind of similar to some of Tudrat's map because I took inspiration of it.
Mr. Dave, get out the car, please. Okay.
What is Mr. Dave doing, man?
Wait, freezies.
Yeah?
What was I say? Fuck.
Let me turn on some music for the stream so it's not that silence.
Where's the third? Where's the DRS race gonna be? I know two of them are gonna.
Okay, wait, so the first one is obviously the main straight, then the one straight after the downhill section,
Right.
and the next one is gonna be before the two right-hander in the final sector.
Like right next to it.
Yeah,
Is it gonna be that long straight, like next to the
wait, hold on. So the main straight, the one below it, and the one after it goes up and has like a little curve corners to it, and before it goes right into the downward section and into the tight hairpin. That's what it's gonna be.
I do like the look of it. It looks like it'll be fun to drive, in my opinion.
I mean, with high speed, it's definitely fun. Uh, at 1.5, it's perfectly fine speed.
Are you happy with what Lux has put?
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
So you should make a comeback in FOA because it's gonna be F1 cars fully.
I'm banned, so
You're banned.
can't. Well, I'm not allowed to race.
Damn.
What did you do?
Apparently I rigged FF, even though he was the one that was rigging it.
No,
It's
but
just because he got
that's
caught.
FF as well. That's
He got,
FF, but not FOA.
yeah.
Where's the end of practice?
Right.
We'll do
There's
5 more minutes.
go round, but I promise you I did not alter.
Just being F3 drivers again. Maybe these hop on.
You know what I just realised? Most of these FF3 drivers, like, none of them talk. They're all like, anonymous. Okay. Oh, half of them. Okay. What is Free Kids doing, man? There was a
Official, well, it's not an official race, but first, quick, let's do 5-lap race. In Sendai Miyagi for the
Do
first time in 2026. I'll turn DRS off.
Do I mute everyone, Silver? Only you? Really?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, right.
Is it lights
Everyone-
out, baby, go.
Everyone just went. The lights have just gone out, but it's fine. And already we have a crash. Diogo and Sufa are off. Exarch has been pushed off onto the track limit. Hastorm and Dice are side by side for the lead. And then it's not Benji. I'm reading out the first bit of the names. Mr. Dave round the outside of Dice. No DRS for the first lap as Hastorm has just gone up and over nearly into the barriers. They're 3 wide for P2. Dice will be loving this as he can get away out front. And they're still 3 wide behind. Exarch is going round the outside. Mr. Dave as well. And now for Gamers on the inside. They're nearly 4 wide. For Gamer had to back out. There was no room to go down the inside. Hastorm and Mr. Dave. And then Sufa and Diogo took each other out in turn 2. Hastorm and Mr. Dave still battling. It's only a 5-lap race, so they need to stop battling and work together with DRS next lap when they eventually get to it. As already we've had lots of corner cuts. Hastorm and Fagamer both taken to the Japanese flagged runoff. And we start lap 2. DRS is now enabled. Dice out front ahead of Mr. Dave, and then it's Hastorm, Exarch, Fagamer, Sufa, and Diogo. It's Porsche out front ahead of Chevrolet, Grande Motorsport, and AA Power. Exarch obviously did last to first in Wilton Mill free agent race. That is basically what got him his seat in FF3 for this season. Fagamer has done experience in the old FF3. And everyone else has experience in either free agent races or an FF3 race, in the case of Dice last season in Buenos Aires. And he's already got a good, comfortable gap of about 3 seconds to Haston behind him. And then it's Mr. Dave and Exarch who are battling away all over this second place. As Fagamer's lagging a little bit, Sufa just had to watch out in front. Exarch has now gone wide. Fagamer's going to take the inside here, which is actually the outside, weirdly, for turn 1, but it is the main inside. Look at that, Exarch doesn't get any of it, neither does Mr. Dave, so the main straight definitely broken, will be sorted out for the real race next weekend as Mr. Dave down the inside of Exarch. And Hasthom is stopped in the middle of the circuit. We'll have a yellow flag, but no more. He's back. Okay. Dice out front, nearly about 5 seconds the gap now. And Exarch gets bumper glitch off the back of Mr. Dave. Sufa's up into second, and just as I say that, he hits track limits. Mr. Dave nearly spun around. Fagamer has gotten past for a Porsche 1-2 at the moment. Sufa will try and deny that from happening, I'm sure, as Mr. Dave flies through the air. And another incident involving, I'm pretty sure that's Fagamer's lag that's causing this. As
Yeah,
we
I just
start-
don't get the DRS, bro.
We start lap 4. Sufa's just been dropped as they battle their way through the S's now. Fagamer, Exarch, Diogo, Sufa, and Mr. Dave. JK King is now here. Harley will also be joining, so he could have time for another race as Exarch is flipped upside down. He comes back on just ahead of Hasthorn. Hasthorn will not get the DRS though. It's a very good question. Right, JK King is here.
Boys. Hello.
Hello. JK King, get the grey car. Right, JK King will come out of the pit lane. Dice is in the lead, and he starts the final lap of this first short race. JK King's just gonna wait. It's just a short race. We'll do another one straight after. Yeah, we can, I guess. There's no quali system, but... Oh yeah, there is. We can do quali. I'm not doing hand timed for today. Super and Dave side by side. Dio going for gamer side by side. Exarch and Hasthorn close with each other. Good battling though. So far, the track is definitely good for battling. Could be very detrimental if you get caught up in a train of people after someone escapes. Look at the gap Dice has got. That's just in 5 laps. He's managed to pull that gap on the field, which is insane. He'll cross the line to win the first short race of this pre-season test. Dice wins for Porsche. Second place could be Diogo, or will it be for Gamer? It's going to be side by side across the line. For Gamer just gets it ahead of Diogo. Mr. Dave ahead of Sufa. Exarch ahead of Hasthorn. JK King completes a lap. Hello. Alright. Quali is now on, so everyone get in your car and go. We'll do quali and then... No. We'll do 10 minutes. Right, Super, get in your car. Harley, which car? Have a look. Just get any, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so we'll do quali. And then we'll do a last 5 lap race, and then that'll be pre-season testing done. JK King, we'll do a 5 lap race, but 9 minutes of quali first. JK King gonna be the first person to start his lap. Everyone else, we got Diogo just behind, and then it's Dice who just won that 5 lapper for Gamer Exarch. Hasthorn, Mr. Dave, Sufa. Is here, obviously not competing, he's in FF2. It's 8 minutes 30 left in this qualifying session. Whereabouts is okay then. So JK King rounds the final corner. Technically 2, but named as just 1. And we'll see what lap time he does across the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 6.8. Diogo does a 1 minute 6.6. So lots of people invalidating. Dice for the 105.9. Exarch has just hit the barrier, as JK King did. Dice. Hasthorn now crosses the line. does a 106.7. Mr. Dave crosses the line, he does a 106.0. Sufa now across the line does a 106.1. So we're in the 106 ballpark. 105 definitely possible. Low 105 could be possible. We'll have to wait and see for F1, F2, etc. what they are able to do. Still 6.5 minutes left of quality. Lots of people invalidating here.
Siva, can I do a quick lap, please?
Yes. So Haston with a 105.8. The lap times are coming down. We'll see what Free Keys can do. Winston Gold, FF1 driver. Everyone else is starting a new lap. But 105.8 from Haston, that's a very respectable lap. I would say 105.5 might be the limit. But we'll see. We haven't had any running on this circuit. It hasn't been driven as an actual race car circuit in 3-4 years. It's obviously been home to FMS, 49 Motorbike Series. As Diogo's going to cross the line, let's see what he can do. Can he get us any higher? He does a 106.1. Don't know why it's at the top. Everyone else must have invalidated. Exage will start a lap. Forgamer will finish a lap. Let's see what times. So 106.4 for Forgamer. JK King is going to cross the line. What can he do? He does a 106.8. Mr. Dave next to cross the line. He goes with a 105.9, which is not fastest at the moment. Another driver in the 105.9, that's Dice. Free Keys is going to start a lap. Current fastest time is a 105.8 from Haston, but I think there might have been a corner cut. Well, it's not at the top of the leaderboard for some reason, which usually means it's invalid. Harley will be next to cross the line, still 4.5 minutes left. Harley, it's a 106.3 for him. Diogo now starts a new lap time. He is currently with a 106.1 towards the top. Oh no, this is going off lap time, so everyone's time on the board is legit. Exage next across the line, 106.2. Current fastest time is a 105.8 from Haston. JK King is going to start a new lap. What about Mr. Dave as Dice is invalidated on the final corner? Mr. Dave is going to start a new lap as we watch with Free Keys. FF1 driver got the promotion, Winston Gold, you could say.
So I'm going to start a
He's
new lap.
invalid. So he's going again. 3 minutes 50 left on the clock. Everyone's starting a new lap. Haston, the only driver in the pit lane after his 105.8. Definitely 106s looks like the FF3 benchmark at the moment. 105s definitely possible. Mid 105s possibly could be possible in the higher divisions as Harley crosses the line, does a 107.7, but he's starting a new lap. Same for Diogo. Exage and Forgamer is invalidated the final corner. Exage is going to start a new lap. We haven't had someone finishing a lap in ages. Everyone just doesn't feel like they have enough time in it. JK King is going to start a new one as well. What about Mr. Dave as he is going to finish a lap? What can he do? It was a 106.7 last time around. It's a 106.0 this time. It's a very good lap. Dice with a 105.9. They are finally finding pace. What about Free Keys? FF1 driver does a 106.6. So about 7 or 8 tenths off the pace, but that is his first registered lap. So a 105.8 is still the fastest time. Lots of drivers in the 106s. as Harley now rounds the final corner. What can he do in the Chevrolet? He crosses the line now. Harley does a 106.5. 2 minutes left. Diogo goes with the most laps, 13 laps, with a 106.4. 106.2, sorry, for Diogo. Exage will now cross the line to finish a lap. Where's Exage going to go to 106.0? So they are finding time slowly. We've gone from a 106.8 being the fastest in the first 8 minutes to now people starting to get into the 106.0s, maybe 105s. You must have gone across star lap twice. Freaky is going to start a new one. What about Sufa? He's going to start a new one as well. 1 minute 30 left. Hastorm does not look like he's leaving the pits. If he wants to get in another lap, he would have to come out in the next 20 seconds, but I don't think he really needs to. His dice is invalidated, exceeding the track limits on his lap. Here comes Harley to the line in the Chevrolet. The least amount of running of any of the FF3 drivers. He's going to start a new lap. All the laps that these drivers can get under their belts, the better. So currently Diogo has set the most laps of 14 in this whole session. Exage will cross the line, 50 seconds on the clock to start a new lap. So these drivers do have enough time to start a new lap, but this will be their final attempt at it. Mr. Dave is going to finish, and this will be him done because he doesn't have enough time to start a new one. Mr. Dave does a 106.025. It's a very respectable time for the Hungarian, who goes towards the front row. It might actually be on the front row, and it is. What about Free Keys in just his second lap? It's a 106.4, which is not bad at all for his second registered time. Sufa does a 106.4 as well, as we now await everyone else. Fastest time is a 105.8, and then there's a lot of drivers sitting at around a 106. They should be at the end anyway. 106.4 for Exage and Sufa at the moment. They'll try and get that down. Harley does not. He does have enough time to start a new lap. Just. That is session over. Diogo does a 106.02. He's just behind Mr. Dave by literally half a tenth of a second. Exage is going to end his lap. Where is this going to put him as he crosses the line? It's a 105.791, and the fastest time we have seen so far for Gamer with a 3-minute lap time. So it obviously didn't work for him in the end. JK King crosses the line. He does a 106.7. Dice has crossed the line. Where's he going to go? He does a 106.1. So, in the end, it's Exage with a 105.7 who sticks it on pole position. I think that time will be possible, especially when we get into the higher divisions. A 105.791, just ahead of Hasthom, who only completes 9 laps in the session so far. Harley is going to be the only driver that can deny pole position from Exage in the Chevrolet. Here he comes. He crosses the line now, and Harley does a 106.5. It's not enough for pole position, but the least amount of running for Harley. So everyone please line up on the grid. It is pole position Exage. Second is Hasthom. Let me disable. Okay, so So 106.458, that's Peacock, so it doesn't count. So it's Super, Harley, JK King at the back. Right, so Exage, and then Hasthom, Mr. Dave, Diogo, Dice, Sufa. Yeah, Sufa, Harley, JK King. So Harley move up one, and then for Gamer's last, he can get a time on the board. Well, you got a 3-minute 20, which doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 drivers on the grid. Everyone in your cars, Peacock, please get away from the cars. Just a 5-lap short race. Obviously doesn't go towards anything, so watch the lights. So 5-lap race, here we go. It's 5 lights on, and it's lights out, and away we go for the second test race of pre-season testing. Exarch is ahead of Harstom, who is side by side with Mr. Dave, and Harley's gone for a flip in turn 2. Harstom and Dice are 3 wide with Mr. Dave. They have to back out of it on the outside, and Diogo has now sent a dive bomb down the inside of Dice, who obviously won the first of the 2 test races here today. For Gamers hit the track limits, and Sufa's going to take advantage. They're 3 wide for P6 at the moment. Exarch is out front ahead of Mr. Dave, Hastom, Dice, Diogo. Then it's the 3 wide battle. Harley's at the back after flipping in turn 2. And so far, it's been pretty clean. A couple of corner cut warnings, but that is all. Hastom and Mr. Dave battling, and we saw this in the previous race. Exarch is gone. So if you can be first place after the first 5 corners and second place is battling, you basically won. DRS will be enabled next lap. Okay, so DRS now enabled. It's Exarch out front ahead of Mr. Dave, Hastom, Diogo. Dice is ahead of King, JK King, and then it's Sufa who spins around, and the Grande Motorsport off the back of the AA power of JK King spins around. Exarch has hit track limits, which is not going to help his cause for winning anymore. Everyone's going to get DRS apart from Mr. Dave and Exarch. Hastom, is he going to go for a move, or is he just going to stay behind? He is going to go for it then. On the inside, which turns into the outside, Mr. Dave backs out. Hastom is clear. And Exarch is all over the track limits now. He has to leave room, and there's a big crash. Dice spins, flips over, and he's down into 9th place. The race winner from test race 1 is down into last. Total laps will be the only thing classified and published from this test session, which is currently Exarch first place on 17. But everyone, there's still the game to the outside of Diogo. DRS on the main straight is broken. It will be fixed for the real thing. 3 wide for P6, and yet again they're gone off. There is Mr. Dave. It's absolute chaos, but what did we expect for FF3? It's a 6-car battle. Six-car battle for P4. Exarch is messing up so much, and it's brought the 2 behind him straight back into contention. And now Haston might actually go for it down the inside. Look at the chaos for P4. We got 3 Chevrolets, 2 Porsches, and a Grande Motorsport going at it with each other. And Harley is nearly upside down. By the time they get into the final corner, they're 3 wide. And Dice is off into the gravel. He goes with Diogo. What lap is this? Lap 4. Sufa's not going to stay behind. He's going to go for it down the inside. It's going to lose some time. Mr. Dave's already caught up to this top 3 again after his flip on the previous lap. Dice down into P9. It's first to then last. Five. I guess we can do 10. Exarch currently out in front. Sufa has just blown up. He has flipped and flown. It's Potluck who gets DRS. Haslam and Exarch battling away. It's 3 British drivers in the top 3 at the moment, and then you've got the Hungarian Mr. Dave, who's trying to get himself into the top 3. Obviously, none of these positions matter this week. The only thing that matters, and that's getting classified, is the laps driven. Who wants DRS to be disabled? Who doesn't want it to be disabled? We've had 3 people say disable, we've had 3 people say keep it on, so Sufa's just lagging. JK King's just gone up, nearly went over as well. He's now side by side with his teammate, and they need to watch out because Harley is looking very ambitious to try and get a move on both of them, and he nearly does with a switchback. JK King and Exarch, who's going to get the DRS? They all get the DRS, apart from Haslam out front, and they're going to gain on him. Mr. Dave's gone from P4 to P1 in the matter of 2 laps, and the Chevrolet takes the lead. Uh, 3 laps after this one. Chevrolet's hopes of winning a Grand Prix this season have to be higher than ever. They've not won a Grand Prix since 2024. And the DRS strikes again. Haslam P2, Exarch P3, Harley P4. JK King's been dropped. He was once leading. For Gamer and Dice. 10. Exarch and Haslam side by side. Harley's going to get there. They're side by side for the lead. There's going to be contact and into the wall. Huge accident. Mr. Dave flips yet again. This time it's out the lead, and Harley, who has done the least amount of laps of any driver, is leading the Grand Prix with 2 to go when they cross the line. Where even... Yeah, Suf was lagging a lot. So Harley's got DRS and the 2 behind haven't. Haslam's just going to send it anyway, because why not? So 2 laps to go. The 2 Porsches, after having an absolutely incredible first test race, are now both down in last. Exarch and Haslam. Right, there is 7 drivers in the fight for the win here as we round the final corner. Literally, it all depends on pot luck to who gets the DRS and who doesn't. As they cross the line, Haslam gets the DRS. They all get the DRS apart from Harley. No, he didn't. Exarch is 2nd place. There is a huge battle between the top 7. The 2 Porsches are battling over 8th and 9th. But anything could happen here. Any of these top 7 drivers could still win this Grand Prix. Exarch, here he goes with the DRS on the inside. Harley's going to leave enough space. He's going to get the inside, but they're side by side. Exarch is going to get the move done on the inside. Haslam is going to be on the inside of Harley. It could all go wrong very quickly. JK King nearly goes off. Mr. Dave is now going to be on his inside. Exarch is going to win this test race, and he will complete the most laps of any driver. Mr. Dave side by side with Hastom. They are battling. Harley is going to hang on for P2 at best. Depends on the DRS. As contact in the final corner, they're 3 wide. Who's going to get the DRS? Mr. Dave is going to force JK King into the wall. It's Harley ahead of Haston, Mr. Dave, JK King, Diogo Super, and then it'll be Dice ahead of Gamer. Exarch completes the most laps and wins the second test race.
Oh yeah, Silver, how's Hanoi getting on?
Oh!
Not too bad.
Will we do another race? Or not?
It's been a bit more than half an hour, lads.
That's it.
What the fuck?
About 45 minutes.
We need to clip.
Can we do another race except JK Kings and a whiplash?
You're still somehow gonna lose. You're still somehow gonna DNF.
I'm going so slow, bro.
I wonder why.
Oh!
Silver, from that, who do you think's going to win the championship?
Me, probably.
Well, no, ask him top 3, not in order.
Oh, yeah, top 3
It's
not
like the
wrong.
ramp car and
By the way, I
GE.
just recreated does crash and
Oh my
Oi.
fucking god.
Dice, Harley, Exarch.
Wow, where am I?
W Silver, W Silver, W Silver.
Ah!
Why's third
He's
game I got
obviously
10
put me
keys?
P1, he's obviously put me P1.
Silver, do you think I'm just gonna get
Silver,
last?
are we getting FF4 perchance?
I don't know, 'cause I'm busy at the moment with stuff.
That's
But
all.
maybe in the summer.
I think 6 months.
But we have our exams in the summer.
After that.
Oh.
So where? When? Why is JK King a whiplash?